Man, I think they can talk about fantasy.
Well, fantasy's where it's at, man. That's what we live in. Fantasy.
No, said that. Listen, we are back with another episode of Big Six Bants. Obviously, we have to start by running the intro, people. So let's get cooking. Listen, we are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. Obviously, it's an interesting day today because, as I said, certain man have lost, certain man have won, certain man have drawn, certain man are, could say bottle jobs and it's not Tottenham this time, but we're going to get into that. First of all, we'll start by bigging up everyone in the chat. Obviously, big up Ishmael as well, big up Ish as well, who's literally just jumped in as well. Ish, how you telling me? What are you telling me? You good?
Yes, man. Then what you got to say, man?
What are you saying?
Good, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Bad, bro.
Good to see you.
Shout out, he's here
Pick up
for
me,
the
man.
free smoke. Ish, tell the people where they can find you before we really get cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Big up you, man, for having me on as well. You, man, are doing big things at the moment. See you, man, on the terrace. I see Monster do this thing as well. Repping it for the Reds and that. So, yeah, it's good to see, man. It's good to see. But, yeah, Twitter, personal D-Generation-ish, and then just Weird and Wonderful, WM Wonderful for the captions and that. But, yeah.
Shit,
I'm ready to call some rival fans today, man.
I'd say Ish has got his thing there, but it's so long you can't even fit in the description. Bro.
Too many things.
But listen,
too many things.
People, go and subscribe to Weird and Wonderful. Crazy captions, crazy posts, always active. And, you know, it's a Manchester United-Liverpool rivalry on there, but it's not really a rivalry at the moment, is it? Let's be honest.
There's no rivalry right now, bro. There's no rivalry,
you know what I mean?
Right now.
So Chad said he's here for the free smoke. Latimer says, wonder what Lacaz's success take. I wonder what Lacaz's successful take on Raiders now.
I want to get on. Don't worry, we're gonna get on to that. Way. Trust me. That's.
But listen, big up Pablo as well. Says big up the Big Six family. Big up the panel. Hope man are having a great day. Great day. I mean, I don't really know how to feel after my result, but who wants to go first? Who are we actually starting with today? Because usually we start with the grab of the day. So
you gonna say not good?
Arsenal. So actually, you know what? I'm
one for a win this week, innit?
I have a few things I want to say personally. Me personally, I have a few. I've got a bone to pick with you, Casey and Kiz. I've got a massive bone to pick. So I made a statement. And I said that Arsenal fans are slowly forgetting what it's like to be a big club. And what I meant by that is, you know, any sort of critique, any sort of pressure, you lot don't like it. Feel like you're immune to it. That you lot can only critique yourselves and that you guys are in a process. And it's fine. You know, you guys are picking and choosing when you want to be considered as a big club, which you are a big club on paper. Of course you are. You're Arsenal Football Club. But now what I want to know is, why is it that since I've made that outrageous, because that's what people are calling it, outrageous statement that Arsenal are not, Arsenal fans are forgetting what it's like to be a big club. Why is it that I've said that you guys haven't won the game since? You lost to Crystal Palace, and now you've lost to Brighton.
You know what?
And what correlates to that is Tottenham have finally started putting together a run of games. So the first piece of pressure that is put on the Arsenal back, you're tripping at the first two hurdles.
Not really.
So please,
I'm hearing injury. I'm hearing
Please,
injury talk once.
We've had three key players injured. Tini, Tomiyasu, and Partey. Now
Tomiyasu, you've been injured.
No, wait,
You've been winning about Tomiyasu. Don't give me that.
You said your part. You've asked something, and let me answer. Yeah.
Go on.
Did I or did I not say to you at the beginning of the season, Arsenal only have an 11/12?
You said 12/13. Yes, you did.
So then take out three players. We're already someone that we don't want to play. Key Tavares, and look what happened, bro. Yes, he wasn't the worst player on the pitch, Montel, but it's a huge drop that we cannot afford. We don't have backup like that, bro. When key man Partey, very key in this team, Montel. He plays every minute basically, bro. Until he plays at least 80 minutes. He plays every game that he can play. He's key to our team, bro. And we don't have him.
Okay, now let me get one thing straight, Casey. Tomiyasu has been injured for a long time. You've been doing just fine without him. I think Cedric has done very well to criticize him over the last 2 years would be very like disingenuous. Because apart from that, he's been very good. I think we could all agree.
That's what I did mention, Cedric.
Yeah, right. Tavares was part of your run at the beginning of the season.
With
Tomiyasu.
Yeah, of course Tomiyasu was part of that as well. But Tavares until the Liverpool game, Tavares was doing very well for Arsenal, I think. Well, I don't know if you could maybe a shiny new toy attacks, I don't know. But when he come in, after when Tierney his fitness was faltering, Tavares done well. So I think when you look at that Palace side, boys, when you look at that Palace side, was you capable of beating them?
Of course.
The 11 you had?
Of course.
Yeah, we should have beat them.
Brighton,
we didn't deserve to, but going into the game, we should have still.
Okay, with Brighton as well. Because in my opinion, at Brighton, you started playing in the 85th minute.
Oh, Brighton was a joke. Brighton was another joke.
One goal in 7 games. One goal in 7 games, Brighton.
Yeah, because I want to tell you, I didn't want to dash this at you lot, innit? I really didn't want to dash this at you lot. But Crystal Palace hadn't won a home game in the whole of 2022. You gave them their first win.
And they just lost away to a stinky team as well.
Right. And Brighton had one away win in 7.
Yeah,
you've made it too.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
I'm not denying that.
I won't deny it. They wanted it more. I don't know what we thought. We came in cruise control, thinking that, you know what, it's Palace, and at the end of the day, we're Arsenal, we're playing well, and we're going to get the dub. And that's the mindset they went in to relax. They didn't want it enough.
With Brighton, I think it was completely different in a sense where I think the team that Mikel played, it really let us down. He made the midfield weaker to accommodate the left back situation, but even that didn't work because it was Xhaka's fault for the first goal. So I don't understand.
He didn't trust Tavares that much.
Yeah, he didn't trust him. But it's stupid because you can't not trust your backup left back that much to weaken your midfield, even when your best midfielder is injured himself anyway. You weaken it even more by taking Xhaka out and then putting him in an unnatural position. It didn't make sense to me, and that's probably why we lost, in my opinion.
I hear what you're saying, but like it's just incredibly cheeky because when I said to certain man, you man forgot what it's like to be a big club, you're like, what are you talking about? Shut up, when we come to forward. And I'm saying you guys said that, but as I said, I was attacked by a lot of Arsenal fans, and a lot of Arsenal fans have not said a word to me because you man are proving me right.
Yeah, but
the first piece of pressure, you man are tripping and dipping.
Montel, the point is, that we're here to talk about the football, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Arsenal.
Yeah,
what does us being a big club have to do with what just happened?
Because what I'm trying to say is that you man are proving me right. Right now, it looks like the second you lot were put under pressure, because let's be honest, Tottenham are putting you under no pressure, and United, wait till Corey gets here. They ain't been doing nothing. So we will get to Corey, innit? We'll get to Corey. But bro, you played under no pressure, and you've been spanking up every other team apart from the top 4.
Yeah, that was before Tierney and Partey got injured.
No.
The minute that happened,
no.
Told you.
Bro, Tierney got injured for the Crystal Palace game. But Partey was very much dog shit.
Yeah, but bro, you need our 11 to play, bro. When you've got 3 key players out there.
Yeah, Montel, these are key players. Tomiyasu a key player. And so
I'm not hearing Tomiyasu, bro.
You've been winning without Tomiyasu.
You've done stuff.
We've been winning without Tomiyasu, but
bro,
So what about the cheekiness laughing at Tottenham? Let's talk about how you laughed at Tottenham starting 11. You couldn't even say it with a straight face. Say Tottenham's 11 right now.
Their starting 11 is still stinky. It's just that Kane, Son, and now Kulusevski are turning up. That is
but they kept a clean sheet.
They still have mistakes in them. Montel, they still have mistakes in them. They still can't play properly, bro. What Kane does, Montel, and what I've seen him do in the last couple of games is mad. It's actually mad. He's literally just doing the one touch, dropping into the midfield, the one touch flick on. Bro, he's got 5 assists from one touch flick ons, bro. Why?
Yeah, literally.
I don't get it. Are we being disingenuous here?
I'm just saying the rest of the team doesn't matter. You could put me, Ethan, Keir centre back. Like, bro, it's not that. But as long as I'm
Ethan, what do you have to say? I'll let you chime in.
I just want to hear what these men had to say, fam.
But Tommy Bentancur or Højbjerg have played well.
It's just funny because
come on,
there's zero accountability.
Like, what do you mean there's zero accountability?
I don't have pulled the real is that you're under pressure now and you're crumbling.
I don't think we're under pressure. I think
we're under pressure. The top four is on.
I don't think we're getting it. I don't think we're getting it.
Yeah, well, it's too late.
Yeah, of course. Now,
it's definitely pressure. It's definitely pressure.
The sky's blue, kids. Like, of course, you're not getting it.
Yeah, I know, but no, it's still there for the taking. Don't get it twisted. It's still there. But
Ethan,
I don't
do you think you made it? Wait, let me ask you this, Ethan.
I didn't say that. I know you ain't made it.
Because the way you're saying it, like, I'm not making it guaranteed, means that you're making it, right?
What do you say?
You heard
if we're not making it, who's making it?
Yeah, who's making it?
I don't know, but you don't.
Latimus has something to say. So he says, wait, so Arsenal only have 12/13, yet you think they'll get to the Champions League quarterfinal next season? Make that in capitals make sense.
Someone said that.
Bro, I said round of 16 or quarters.
I said if they get there, bro, it's a cup competition at the end of the day. Like.
And we included, if we get there, we're going to build on our squad. So...
Bro, it's literally just a cup competition.
Chad says, Mont's talking to Arsenal fans like they're in detention. Latimer says, this doesn't make sense. Surely Arteta would have strengthened the midfield by then, particularly with left-back weaknesses. I tell you that, Pablo also says, I tell you what, Arteta tried to do a Klopp and play Milner at left-back, right-back, and it didn't work out.
One said a Klopp. Not everything was about Liverpool, G.
Mont's moving like a teacher to these Arsenal fans in Arsenal fans in session. Latimer says every player in the squad is an Arteta player, whether he signed them or renewed their contract. So the fact that you only have 12 free players is embarrassing, no? Another statement.
We haven't had the bread.
That's not what my point was.
We still haven't got through. He's had how many transfer windows has he had?
Two, I think. Yeah.
It's funny because the last time we were on Sixpence and we're doing top four predictions, no one put Spurs fourth.
Yeah, I said Arsenal because of hope, but now the hope's done.
The hope's not done. For me, it's not done personally.
Hope's expired.
For me personally, it's not done because I still have to play Tottenham. That's why it's not done. Until that game, it's not done. I can't lie.
Of course.
All I need to do is pick up a couple wins, Tottenham to get a draw, and then I play them, and then that will decide where I'm going to be.
The thing is, though, can you guarantee right now that Arsenal are actually going to put 2 wins together? Because it's even looking like because you've got like Southampton and like West Ham to come.
I can't
see
Southampton and Chelsea.
Southampton away, Chelsea away.
And
how long is this game?
It's a myth, bro. It's a myth.
How long is the man out for? I don't even know.
Who?
Tierney out of the season, isn't it?
Tierney's out for the season.
Who?
Tierney's out for the season.
Yeah, I know Tierney is. What about Partey?
Partey, I think he's out for like 4 weeks.
So giving me them
by then it's done. By then it's done.
Is he gonna make that NLD or?
No, I don't. He might just
probably not.
Maybe. But it's done. Top 4's done. So I'm not really worried about that.
I love when you're changing the tone.
Let me ask you, man. Something quickly. Like, are you putting this on Arteta more than the players, or what is it? Because I'm seeing mistakes from Arteta.
I think because we needed a striker, we didn't get one, and
you're letting man go, but you're not getting him in.
Yeah, like we needed a midfielder, we didn't get one. So
yeah, remember, Ish, this is what we said though, bro. We said, listen, it's all good and rosy when Arsenal won their 5-win streak, but the second shit hits the pan, then you go back to that transfer window.
Yeah, that's what you do, fam. That's what you have to
start evaluating things.
You start evaluating. Where did it go wrong?
You ride the wave until you crash, and then you look at why you crashed, fam. And why we crashed is because we did not get a striker and a midfielder. We needed both.
Like, after that January transfer window, man were telling me it was okay though.
Nah, it's not
okay. It was okay.
Man was saying it's okay still. We might have to
because we was talking about summer. We said it's okay if we get top 4 and then the summer we do the mad thing.
But is that good managing? So basically, Arteta loves a little bookies thing. He likes to go to the bookies and gamble.
He does. He likes it.
He must do. You must think he's Pep.
But I'm pretty sure anyone who around the bookies knows that more time you lose more than you make.
Yeah, we should have got a striker.
Because
that's the reality. We should have got a striker. Lacazette is an absolute scrub. I promise you. I'm done.
But he was doing the false 9 thing mad during that 8 games.
Nah, he's done at here, man. He's done. I'm done with him.
I was seeing breakdowns of his hold-up play and how he's really been bringing the other players into the game.
Even if he bagged a hat trick next game, I still would say he stinks.
That's never happening. The guy didn't get a shot.
I couldn't care less because you know what? I want them goals spread out in different games. I don't want them.
You know what's funny?
He has one game and he disappears for 9 or 10.
Why has no one said nothing about Saka stinking up the gaff?
Saka because what? Because there's so many more stinks as to why Saka's playing stinky. I get it.
You just treat him like we treat Trent. I get it, bro. I get it, bro.
It's actually like
that. By the way, you man conceded 5 goals in 2 games, by the way.
So what's that got to do with Saka? And we lost both our wing backs.
How many goals have they scored? Even how many goals have they scored?
1, I think. Yeah.
Just checking.
Lacazette.
Yeah. All right.
Lacazette. No, where's Martinelli? Where's Saka?
What do you mean?
Where's Odegaard?
These men are 20 and 21 and 20.
No. Stop protecting these.
But this is grown football.
It's men's football. It's men's football.
Montel, you're creepy.
There's only so much.
They've done their thing, and yet you're still trying to Montel. What do you want to do? Get the same type of GA as all these.
That's what they want.
People in their
no. It's not about what we want. It's about when you man are hyping these man up. And the second they mess up, it goes. When they're getting hyped up, these man. When it's hyped up, these man are not generational talents. When these man are getting hyped up, it's generational talent. This is these man are the coldest youngsters. But when they mess up, it's they're young. One way or the other.
They didn't mess up.
They didn't
mess up though. They didn't mess up.
It's not about.
They've been missing. They've been missing last weekend.
Yeah,
as I said,
they've been missing because
they suddenly we can't rely on them.
Bro, the experience in the base of our team, was meant to be Xhaka. Everyone can laugh, but Xhaka, Partey, and Tierney. And them lot, and even Tomiyasu you can throw in there. We're meant to be the experienced players in my team. The youngsters are up front. And Lacazette, sorry, I didn't even forgot about him. Lacazette as well. The spine of the team was meant to be experienced. Now we're missing key players, Montel. Xhaka has moved to left back. He's out of the spine of the team. Partey is not in the spine of the team. Tomiyasu is not in the spine of the team, fam. Tierney is not in the spine of the team. Montel, these men that are leaders on the pitch, they're not only from performances, but leaders on the pitch are not there, bro. There's just a bunch of youngsters, inexperienced, and that only know one way. They don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Do you see why you man have forgotten what it's like to be a big club now? Do you see why I say it, man? Do you see why I say it?
No, I hear it. Because you come on a victim thing.
It's the victim card, bro.
It's just that we don't have subs like that. And let
me read the comments quickly. So it says, Keir's giving in. Are we just going to ignore that a month ago you were 6 points above Spurs with a game in hand? So effectively you bottled a 9-point lead. Waste of a club.
We didn't, because our fixtures were harder than Spurs. It was always going to be.
By the way, how long Saka been in the? Sorry to interrupt you. How long Saka been in the Prem for now?
4 seasons.
4 years.
2 to 3 seasons at least.
That's a long time, you know. That's a
Big
long
up
time, bro.
So listen,
that's a lot of Prem games. That's a lot of Prem experiences.
What does
that's
that mean?
Man, I'm calling Emil Smith Rowe the Croydon Ross Barkley. In fact, do you know what Flex and sorry,
you know what? Poor game, innit? But it happened.
It's an expression they say. They were calling Emil Smith Rowe Emil Spliff Rowe.
Hey, man, I can't lie. He needs to pull up his socks for a little 2 games. He cannot be rolling around the pitch.
He needs to pull his socks up.
I'm sorry, I can't see it.
Keep
them tucked still.
Keep him low.
Nah.
He's been poor.
He needs to pull up his socks.
He needs to pull it up.
For a little 2-3 games, pull the socks up, get the tape.
He'll
get the tape.
That's for Thiago, Trent, them man.
He needs to go back his one, look at his assists. And
he'll get his confidence.
He needs to run a games because remember when he first started this season, he needed the little run of games to get firing. Then he got firing. You know what I'm saying? Now he just needs that again. He's a bit too in and out the team to get that fluidity and back like how he was with Saka. You know what I'm saying?
No, because when he was bagging up the bench, you man was saying super sub and that though.
When he was bagging,
he was though.
1 second.
But you notice it's just when it suits them. It's when it suits them. Like it's either super sub, but when he's not performing, he's young and he's not quite ready.
He needs to start more and all this.
He needs a bit more. Again, I love Casey. I love what Casey does because it's like what he does is he has this thing where he knows what it is of his club, but at the same time, he wants to think of every excuse to excuse his team. Sometimes just say it's not good enough. You're not good enough.
But if you want me to critique these man like they're in their prime, then
players don't have to be in their prime. They're not. You don't have to be in your prime
young team
to be critiqued.
This is why I say let me bake. I have my young team, and I want them to do their thing. They don't need the pressure of these men that are meant to be doing their thing.
Then you are no longer a big club. I'm stripping you of your big club title. You're not a big club anymore.
So you want us to ground and pound our young G's?
You're with Brighton and them, man. Word to Mel, fam. You're with Brighton and them, man.
Brighton didn't have a win in like 4 games or something.
What do you want us to do, though?
Bro, that's 7, bro. It's longer than that.
Bro, 1 in 7. 1 in 7.
One goal in 7 games.
Palace had not 1 goal. Palace had one. They had a win at home in 2022.
Wait, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to call our young G's shit and say, these men are shit, they're not good enough, get them out. What do you want us to do?
No, I don't want you to do anything, but stop coming up with these excuses when it suits you. It's that simple.
I'm actually trying to come to you with sense, fam. Are these men not young? Yes or no?
Bro, but they're
younger than us. They're younger than us. Yeah,
I don't give a dash if they're younger than us, bro. You're playing at men's level, so why am I babying you?
That's not a baby thing.
I'm gonna dash into the under 23s then.
Bro, it's not a baby thing. It's not a baby thing.
It's about letting them swim.
Bro, these men have England caps, fam. These men have international caps, fam.
We're saying that they've been poor, yes, but I'm not gonna call them shit because they're not shit.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is at Arsenal though? Like, you can't do the level-headed thing, innit? When they're in a good bit of form, I'm seeing Saka's the closest comparison is Messi and all rubbish like that.
But
if Arsenal fans, obviously you man are one of the better ones, innit? But if you man just stayed a little bit more level-headed when your young keys are doing all right, I'm hearing Ozil replacement, all madness, Martinelli's better than the so and so. Like, just relax. Let them do big things first. Before you start giving them big things.
They're washed.
Because that's why you man are getting called now, isn't it?
I know. And they're washed fans, bro. They don't speak sense.
It's not washed fans though, because you man do it as well, where you don't do the Messi thing. I'm not saying you do that, but it's the way when it's going well for you, you don't give it the same energy when it's going the other way.
So what do you? So
when I say same energy, I'm not saying call them shit. Tell them get them out. Tell them say they're not good enough.
This is what we're asking. Do you want us to get onto the young G's? That yes or no?
No, bro. I'm saying.
What do you want me to do?
No. I'm saying critique the man then without these dumb excuses 24/7.
But
the bottom line is. I'm saying, bro. Let me finish though. Bottom line, you should have beat Palace. At Brighton, I can understand is a tougher game, but you should have gone. That team was strong enough to beat Palace, and you put in a shit show of a performance, bro. And Partey was in that midfield. Tavares is good enough to play against Palace. He showed his capabilities, bro. Maybe he needs to play in a few games to make his run.
That's your opinion, though. That's your opinion.
It's not, bro. Brother, like you've been beating the small teams, bro. Tomiyasu, you've been winning enough games. You won 8 on the bounce about Tomiyasu.
We should have won both games.
You lost.
We know that. We should have won both games.
We should have won. But I'm
saying,
look
at Prime's comment. But go on.
I'm saying, bro, you actually have to take it into consideration. I told you we do. Sambi Lokonga played, bro. Now. I'm not saying my man's a bad guy or he's dead or anything like that because he's not. Yeah, I think he can be a good player. but he's just not ready, fam.
Yeah.
Like, it's the different time. You have to be more than just have ability to do well in the Prem. And Odegaard slightly finding that out as well. Like, slowly. He's starting to find that out, that you need to have a bit more than ability to last in the Prem.
But you remember telling me Odegaard gets into my 11. You were telling me Odegaard gets into my 11. Or that
listen to what he's saying, bro.
Odegaard, you're not listening, fam. We're not. Why are you even talking about that? Like,
because it's funny now because Odegaard. This is the same Odegaard.
Thiago's finding that out, fam. It's not all about
literally.
Thiago's finding out what?
We're talking about physically.
Now you're
talking about Thiago, you know.
Yeah, man, all of that.
You can't be putting him in the same conversation as Odegaard.
He should have got a red card, though.
He should have got like 2 red cards, but that's beside the point.
He definitely should have got a red card.
But let's not compare it to Odegaard.
Couple winning player.
No. See again. You've done it, Casey. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Why are you defending him? Why are you defending him?
No. This is exactly what I'm
because he didn't play well.
No. I want to. Wait, Thiago was our best midfielder.
He had a good game. He had a good game.
First of all, everyone else in the midfield was crap. He had a good game.
He actually had a good game. First half, everyone was dead, but he actually patterned up second half. Hendo
and it was integral in the goal. But listen, we're gonna ignore that. Casey, you said word for word, you're comparing Odegaard to a 6-tuple winning player. Now, where was this energy in the combined 11
much.
where apparently it was Odegaard
because it was
over Thiago?
What?
Bro, it was.
Who said that? He put Odegaard over Thiago.
Take it out of context. Montel, we were talking about on form. At that point, Odegaard was on like what? 9 GA, I think, or something like that.
Why are you using GA to compare?
He was doing it. He was also putting in good performances. Wait, I'm not just talking about the GA. I'm talking about everything. He's putting in good performances, right? Yeah. Leading the team, getting man of the matches, all these things, and then your reasoning. And also, he played every game but 2 at that time. Yeah, I think he missed 2 games. And you're telling me about Thiago, who played less than half your games at that time, gets in. And it's
because Thiago has been he's been our best midfielder apart from Flacco. Apart from Fabinho, who's obviously our DM. Thiago has been our best midfielder. 12 games,
played less than half your games.
12. It doesn't, bro. 12 games, 12 wins. 5 goals conceded, and however, bro, Thiago has been instrumental in everything we've done in terms of winning games every time he's played, bro. Like, and at the end of the day, as much as what?
I'll say he's won every game he's played. Bearman could probably say that in your team.
What? No, Bearman can't say that. No, Bearman can't say that.
And then I said to you,
because there's been draws.
Performance he's had, because Fabinho's had one, Trent's had one.
Bro.
Like that are part of the game.
You're asking a deep lying midfielder to get man of the match is different from
a DM got man of the match.
Thiago's had a couple man of the matches still though. He has
Thiago has not received the Prem man of the match.
Yeah, he has, but that's not the point. He's only received 1 or 2. He's only received 1 or 2, but that is mad. You can't say he needs a man of the match to show that he's been better than someone like Odegaard. As I said, it's not even that you need to have a mad conversation. It's just levels. It's just levels, bro. It's just levels, G.
Oh, come on. We're talking about Ish. I'll ask you, yeah. On form at that point, if I came to you with someone that played 12 games, won all 12, but he played 12 games, and you're telling me about someone that's played 23 or 24 at that time in their first full season, right? And is doing their thing, getting man of the match performances, scoring crucial goals. He doesn't get in form over Thiago.
I can hear it at the time. I was worried about you, man, at the time. I was worried about you, man, at the time of the game.
Because
I just think that was like a what 8-9 game run over the course of the whole season. When it's crunch time, when you man really need man to step up and do something. Odegaard's been missing last few games. I can't fully rate him. I can't fully rate him.
No. Don't say he hadn't gone. He'd gone missing at times in the season as well against every top 4 side he'd been.
Even the game against us, he missed that chance where Alisson saved it. Man should have buried it. Thiago,
when they bucked each other, bro, there was even that as well.
Thiago put an assist right on his head top.
There's just levels.
We know Thiago is better.
Yes.
At that time, that very time I said that comment, we was talking about form, and it had to have been Odegaard. It literally had to.
No, again, in case there's a reason why everyone was on you for that.
They can be on me, but I'm coming with sense, bro.
You're not coming with sense. You're telling me you think a deep line midfielder has to get man of the matches like a Cam does. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Because when Salah's scoring hat-tricks every game,
I'm just asking you to tell me before the Arsenal game what performance you could go like Thiago run that game. Like he ran that game.
He runs every game when he plays.
No,
he runs every game he plays.
He's actually had a few still. Thiago this season, no one can chat to him this season. The only thing you can say is the injury record has been mad. I can hear that.
And that's availability is an ability, as Mattel likes to say.
I hear
it. Has been available for less than half your games at that time.
It is.
That's crazy.
But in every single one of those games, he has been instrumental for Liverpool. Every single one of those games. Every single one. So
and Odegaard, I think, has been instrumental in more than half. So I can easily say he's been instrumental in more games than Thiago.
But your more than half is 95% of when Thiago plays. The thing is, he don't play enough, but when he plays, that's my
main point. He doesn't play enough for me to like agree with that. But
I can hear that. But the way Odegaard fell off is mad.
Yeah, fair enough.
When you man really needed him most, he's not been there, innit? So
bro, he has, as I said, Odegaard hasn't showed up in a big game apart from Tottenham this season, and that says it all.
He needs to strike. He's not a one-man team, bro. He needs to strike.
Done the one-man team thing. Done the one-man.
He needs the striker.
Because if it's a one-man team,
that's a cop-out. If it's a
one-man team thing, then we have to talk about GA. If it's a one-man
thing, no, I'm saying that's a cop-out.
It's not, because what do you want him to do again?
What do you mean?
He's a creator.
You score against Liverpool when you give them the one chance. That's what he does, fam.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Over one big chance.
He didn't do it. He missed a sitter at Palace as well. We missed a sitter, bro.
Man gave away a penalty as well. Like he's actually been.
That's the youngster in him. But don't worry.
And that's the youngster in him. But
Odegaard will come good. I'm not worried.
He's already a captain for his country. Allow him, like
you can see what you can
do. No way, hype, man.
People know what
Who else is going to be captain though? Who else is going to be captain? It's
Haaland.
If it's not Haaland, who else is going to? I can't name any other Norwegian players, is it?
Like, I don't know, fam. If we're using this certain logic, this is the logic we use. You might as well dash in Gallagher, flipping Odegaard and Thiago then, fam.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Nah. Let me read through some of the comments anyway. Excuses, Casey. You gassed your team and now you're making excuses.
Man, these Tottenham man are excited, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't worry. As I said,
I'll let you guys sing that.
Keys still thinks we're not making it. I think we're gonna make it up until that Tottenham game. That is what decides, I think, what's happening. So let me read through some of the comments. Big up everyone in the chat, by the way. Make sure we like and subscribe to the video. Make sure we are dropping a like and subscribing. Latimer says Saka has been in the Prem for at least 3 seasons. This is his 3rd season, so stop protecting him, saying he's a kid, and then in the same breath say he's a star boy. He is a star boy. A star boy, not a star man. A star boy.
So he says, just want them to bake without pressure. Then that's it. Just want them to bake without pressure. That's absolutely fine. So just don't gas up these players and call them the best young players in the league and compare them to the best. He says
you not compare them to the best. I don't compare them.
No one. I never did. To the best. Sambi Lokonga is not ready. Then why did Arteta buy him and not bring him an experienced midfielder as well?
He's supposed to be in a pivot, not a lone DM. That's where he's not ready.
He was in a pivot. He was in a pivot. Who was he in a pivot? Who was he playing?
Not against Brighton.
Oh, then that's down to your manager. That's down to your manager.
I know.
It's not good enough.
Still making mistakes.
Win-win for them. The young boys perform.
Was his 3rd year in managerial?
Big up Demo, by the way. Demo says win-win for them. The young guys perform. They say, look how young they are doing big things. They perform crap and they go, oh, they're young. Win-win situation, innit?
That's it. That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty
of
it.
That's big facts.
That's the beauty of it, bro.
That's what's making you man look a bit shameless, though, isn't it? Because you can't have it. You can't be having it both ways. You need to just stay neutral.
Jurgen Klopp would build the team around Odegaard. Said the verbatim.
Listen. As I said, he would. I mean,
I'm gonna let Ethan. Before I get our next person in, who will be the grab of the day, I'm going to let Ethan have his time with Casey and Kiers. You got about a few minutes, Ethan. So I want you to rip into them. How you really? Just remember, they laughed. You named your starting 11. You couldn't even get past your midfield before man were hackling and cackling.
Ethan laughed himself.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't
What's funny? Ethan laughed.
Yeah. All right, lads.
Go on, Ethan. Yeah, chat to them, G. Chat to them, G. Chat to them. They don't have anything to say
yet, bro.
What's going on? Where did we go wrong?
Where did we go wrong? I'll tell you where we went wrong. We took Shaq out of the midfield, like Keir said, weakened our midfield even more than it was, and then the people that were in those positions,
Casey, I'm not speaking about the weekend. You lot were 9 points clear of me. Where did it go wrong?
You as what?
Where did it go wrong? You were 9 points clear of me.
Was it 9? Was it?
Yeah, it was 9. It was about 9.
No, it was 6 of the game in hand. 6.
Yeah, anyway, we're on the same points now.
So it's 6.
So yeah, because we lost 3 of our last 4.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah.
So what? Where do we go from now? Where do we go from here?
Bro, the man have got to get points, even if it's by cook, fam. However we got to get it, we got to get it.
Where do we go from here? I don't think we go anywhere. I think the season's done. Me personally, like I said before.
More.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna keep it the humble thing on here, yeah. But
no humble.
Anyhow, I get top 4. There won't be like this little Zoom call, StreamYard thing there. It'll be me and you sitting together on Big Six asking for our sins. Do you get it? It'll be that. We'll be sitting down having a
link up on that.
Next season, Champions League.
3 weeks ago, Ethan told me top 4's done. And you don't care about it.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Where did we go wrong? Because Corey beat me 3-0. And I'll be real, I gave up. I gave up. But thanks to you guys, I got new leash of life.
But
you got a chance.
Ethan, what's so cheeky is that for a man to be laughing at your starting 11, we went, and when that happened, there were comments, not just me, the comments are saying, hold on a minute, Tottenham have finished above Arsenal in the last 5 seasons. Who are you meant to be laughing at, man? What, just because you're on a little 10-game run?
Until their team's still stinky.
Yeah,
that's what they.
So what does that make you stink of, dog?
So a few weeks ago as well, I said to Mandem, I've got Kane, Son, Conte, and Mandem started laughing at that as well.
No one laughed.
That's how I was making things up. I put on anything. I put on anything that was a thing.
Stop making up lies.
Man was saying, "Oh, what makes you think you're gonna get top 4?"
No one said that. Stop making up lies, bro.
I'm not making
up this conversation with.
I'm not making up shit. But you see the difference.
Who was it with?
Who was it with?
I think it was on Football Terrace.
With who?
With you two.
That's cap.
That's not cap.
That's cap.
That's not cap.
Bring me the clip.
I said I've got Conte, Kane, and Son.
I said show me the receipt right now.
And what? Man, they were laughing.
Yeah. But anyway, Eve, you've got Kane. As I said at the beginning, anyway, you've got Kane turning up. You've got Son turning up, and that's and sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes many teams have got top 4 that way still. So with a couple man doing their thing. Montel, I think you got top 4 that way with Suarez, innit? When he was doing his thing.
No, we challenged for the title.
Oh,
but you didn't get top 4, bro. 2 points. 2 points for the title.
You got top 4, right?
Let's not do
that. The thing is, Casey, I'd hear it, but it's literally not just them, man. Because Kulusevski's banging off. Romero's
man like Doherty.
There's better man. It's not just a one-man team.
Spurs actually moving crazy.
Do you understand?
The only one that's still not is Emerson. Emerson's the only one you can't be saved.
Emerson. Him, I'll never
cannot be saved. Emerson cannot be saved. Everyone else
3 games. Let's get this straight because Tavares, we felt for the same thing.
It's been like more. It's been like 6, you know.
It's been way more than that.
It's actually been like man's got like 6 GA in like 6 games. It's mad.
You're lucky he's injured. You'd have finished more goals than Smith.
It's actually mad.
Anyway, alright, cool. So 6 games. So about the same run as Tavares, basically, yeah. So Doherty's been playing well for about 6 games. Before that, he was stinking up the gaff. Even when Conte first came, he was stinking up the gaff. So let's calm down on the Doherty train. Emerson, we don't even need to speak about.
Bro, what about Kulusevski? I'm talking
Bro,
about
I
my
picked
whole
up
team's up the
Kulusevski.
level.
I picked him up. Yeah, he done.
Yeah,
bro,
the three of you. Yeah,
Benton
like
Cole's
9
been pretty good in terms of ball retention.
I don't think
it's
he's
not
been that
even
great.
just about the
Decent,
GA from back
decent.
to front. You see, Lloris just won me a game. What's Rami doing? What's Rami doing?
What are you talking
Rami's
about? What's
won me
Rami
games.
doing, bro?
What's Rami doing of recent? Conceding 5 goals.
Because all we talk about is 2 games. That's it. You want to talk about 2 games.
But this is crunch time now. This is when it matters.
The goals weren't even
It's
his
been
fault.
mattering. That's why you're mad.
Bro.
It's been mattering. I'm hot. Don't get it twisted. I'm not okay with this. I'm hot. But what I'm not going to come on here is start waxing and not coming on here and start blasing and not making sense. I've calmed down. I've had time to think. And
man,
now,
not giving me the
all right, man. All right,
Gabriel chat.
All right, time up. Now, he's here.
Boy.
He goes in the middle. Now, hey, Corey. You're on mute.
Long day.
Everton are needy.
Bro,
Everton Football Club.
Just quickly, Corey, just quickly before you go, can I just say that's one of the worst games of football I've seen.
Yeah.
I was watching Man play on like a Sunday on like some dead.
Worst
game of the weekend.
All it needed was a camera shot of someone sipping some yak on the side of the pitch.
You man,
we're out of Sunday league.
You man are dusted. You man, I should have enjoyed it. My 2 ops banging out, like that was dead.
Man, them weren't even playing. Like they literally weren't even playing for the badge. Like, you know what I mean? They weren't playing.
That's been happening for a long time,
bro. It hurt watching that game because even if we did lose, yeah, there was no fight in this team. Like, bro, they'll put. I don't even need to go on the stats. I didn't even look at this. I didn't even look. Like, as soon as the game ended, I just switched it off. That was it. I just didn't even want to look or hear any excuses. Didn't want to see their messages that they be sending on Twitter / Instagram or whatever they be doing. Like, none of it. Like, this game hurt a lot. Like, I'm hurting because they done me dirty. They done me very dirty this game.
Yeah. Keep it coming.
You man love this. It's cool. You man love
it
this.
coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We're just here.
Listen.
That's it. I just want to end of the season now. I'm tired of this team.
Conference League.
So obviously I want to take you back to a few of Corey's quotes. So there was a few quotes that I wanna so you guys might not be obviously accustomed to our group chat, but certain images were sent in by Mr. Corey at the start of the season. And obviously things change from the start of the season. We understand that. People things change, circumstances change. However, when Ralph came in, there were more stuff sent in. And he hasn't been there for that long, guys. The whole game was supposed to change when Ralph arrived. Right, guys? Right? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
The godfather of Tuchel and Klopp.
Yes,
the same stuff that I'm hearing about Ten Hag today.
It's mad. I'm not blaming Ten Hag. Ten Hag's not to blame. Ten Hag's not to blame.
I'm not blaming Guten Tag. I'm not blaming Guten Tag.
Ralph ain't to blame either though. Ralph's not to blame.
No, Rekit has a little.
Ralph's not to blame.
Rekit has a little bit.
Bro, Rekit is doing worse than Ollie, G. Rekit's doing worse than
Ralph's not to blame for this.
I don't think he's Ollie still had to go it. Do you see what I'm saying? Ollie had to go it either way.
Do you know why Ollie survived? Because he literally let the players do what they want.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what
do you know what it is though?
Do you know what summed up Man United? Yeah.
Go on.
They put out a clip of them doing training. Yeah. You know the thing we used to do on a Sunday. Yeah. Where it's the little you side jog over them. You step over ladders, the little ladders, yeah. They're doing the ladders one tell, and then they're walking back from it. They look like they've come to chill with. Man, they're chatting as they're walking back to the line, but so it's only about 20-30 yards max.
So
like,
Casey,
max.
But Casey, we spoke about
serious,
this.
man. That man are serious.
Didn't we speak about? We spoke about. Remember, Casey, we spoke about Man United, about just how when these men are like, I don't know, when they're talking about how like talented their team is, like I've gone past the point of thinking Man United actually got mad talented players and there's just no one to manage them. It's past that now. I think you have one world-class player in your team.
Who? Yeah, not anymore.
Paul Pogba, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Everyone
and even
else
him,
is not good enough.
His attitude's withering away. France is holding him up.
Not good enough, bro. You used to go Bruno, Rashford, Sancho. Well, maybe not Sancho because he's coming this season, innit? But Luke Shaw.
No, not Sancho. I'll allow Sancho because
we'll allow Sancho.
And I've seen Bearman come into a mess and just
I still think there's only 3 for me. I think De Gea. I still feel.
Yeah, he's done his thing.
De Gea, I'm not gonna blame Sancho.
De Gea, I don't know, man. De Gea might be doing his best Ramsdale impression now, man.
In big 2022, I can't be seeing this man in goal still. Yeah,
that's his best Ramsdale impression.
So cheesy.
I'm not. I don't know.
That was a little slow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what. You know what's mad? Me as a Casey, remember we discussed the Ollie thing, and we said at least when Ollie was there were mad deficiencies, clear as day to see.
Yeah.
But Man United was still bypassing the little teams.
Yeah, they somehow got
there was a little vibe. There was a little vibe still.
Like, but 7 to 8 out of 10 games that you should win, man, you were winning them games. Bruno was on fire. He brought the best out of Bruno. Let's not forget that. You know what I mean? Now, Reckitt's come in, and
you know why? Because they thought they had freedom. They had freedom under Ollie. They could probably turn up late to training and bare minimum and shit. Sometimes not turn up and shit. And Ollie would just allow it. Yeah, they'll just allow it. They'll pay the fine because they're rich, and that's it. They don't care.
Latimer says Ralph isn't consistent enough to be world class. By the way,
Ralph come in and try to get some order, and the man were just revolting. They're just doing it again. That's why I don't really blame Ralph too tough, because. Honestly, these men will turn on anyone. Like these lot are just dead. So,
I think everyone just points at each other. So Ralph,
that's
what I'm saying. Players points at Ralph. Ralph points at the people upstairs. The people upstairs are pointing down like this, saying, "Well, y'all ain't good enough, anyways. Why should we even invest in y'all?" You know what I'm saying? So it's like you know what I mean? At the end of the day, when it comes to football, man are being put on these crazy wages but can't do the basics.
Yeah. When I heard that stat
when it comes
to the 30th highest paid, so a third of the highest paid players in the Prem, so 10 out of the top 30 are Man United players.
Yeah, like how dare
you? Got like 3 of the top 4
before Sancho, Varane. Go on, Ish.
No, I was gonna say I think it's even like 3 out of the top 5 as well. Like it's just
Ronaldo.
It's actually madness. It's actually mad. De Gea, Sancho.
Ronaldo, maybe Sancho, something like that. One of the
300 bags.
No, the Gea's up there with 375 bags. Let's not forget that.
I think a lot of that will.
That's a mad wage.
I think a lot of that's going to go down there because obviously.
No, Corey, you don't get to speak, G. Corey, you don't get to speak, G. Corey, you don't get to speak, G.
Okay, so
we're talking about you, not to you. That's mad.
You know why?
That's calm.
Because what you said, what you said was we do it because we can afford to do it. We can afford to pay these man these wages. That's why we do it. So everything was
still dumb.
At one
it's
point.
Still fucking dumb, though, isn't it? Even if you can afford it, it's dumb.
Everything was rosy at one point. That's the attitude you came with. Now,
the wages are only an issue.
This, that, da. Because before you weren't thinking about that. You were just thinking about I'm getting these big names. I've got Varane, Sancho, Pogba, Ronaldo, Martial, Rashford, Van der Beek. We're back and we're better. Luke Shaw.
Hold on, Casey. Do you remember this?
You're telling me about Harry Beckenbauer.
Do you remember when Corey said he'd rather have his attack than mine?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he said that?
Yeah.
I call this team a super team.
Why are you making up stuff now?
No,
Corey, not call team a super team.
No, I did not.
Oh no, he didn't. To be fair, he said he'd rather have a squad. I can't lie.
Stop lying, fam.
He said what?
So Casey,
that's
why
still
are
a mad one. That's still a mad one.
It's still mad.
Why are we going through Ronaldo and all that then? Why are we going through the attack one by one? Minus Diaz, by the way.
brother, we was not talking about that. We were saying that at the start that I'd rather have my squad instead of yours. That's exactly what I said.
No,
that
was still mad. For me, that's still wild.
Yeah. In terms of now,
McFred, I can't. Any squad with McFred can't run on my way. I can't.
Bro,
they're starting midfielders as well.
Now, bro, I always said to Montel that his starting 11 was way better than mine. There was no lie with that. So when you said Fabinho, you were talking about Van Dijk, all the rest of them, I was in agreement with you. But I was saying as a squad, yeah, because you guys didn't have Diaz at this time. He didn't play for you guys. You guys maybe you've just got Jota, yeah. Maybe you've just got Jota.
No, Jota had been there for a good year, but God.
Okay, then throw in. That doesn't matter. Throw in Jota. That still, I was still saying, because obviously Ox was in and out. Keita weren't really playing. Thiago was injured, and then you were left with maybe a Riggy on the bench.
All right, but no. But this is what I was trying to say. We started Milner, Ox, and Henderson, and we done the double on Atletico Madrid.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is that not squad depth,
bro? Didn't I always say that? Oh, you guys play better football than us. Yeah, that's why these players can perform. That's what I've always said, right or wrong.
That's disingenuous to their ability.
No, it's not, because, bro. No, it's not. No, it's not, because you think you could throw Milner in Everton's midfield and you're going to see something. No,
bro.
It's about balance, though.
It's about balance. You throw Milner in any team you throw Milner in any team that where he's given an instruction, he'll carry out that instruction, G, to a good standard. You know you're getting a 7 out of 10 whoever you play him. You're getting a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying.
What about Ox?
No, not Ox. Ox you can get free sometimes.
Listen,
Ox can go from a 1.
Or even lower than that. You can get 0.
He can be stinky.
You can get.
I know.
But when Ox was called upon this season, he done what he needed to do in the Prem. And he was called upon.
No, that's cool. And I'm saying he's done that based on the way your team plays and the way your club is run. Bro, these guys know what they have to do. It goes from whenever Henderson tells them get on the pitch and do your thing, man, them are listening. Man, them are not listening to Harry Maguire, G. They're not.
Hey, did you man see him appeal for the handball when it hit Bruno's hand?
Yeah,
he's broken, fam. He's broken. He is shit, man. See when he empty the fridge. You see when you open the fridge, there's no food in there. There's nothing there, man.
He's like a ghost of himself. I can't lie.
There, man. I tried to warn Corey start of the season. Man, you weren't hearing
your captain's meant to feel at home. He does not feel at home at Old Trafford. He does not feel at home.
Listen,
you know, man goes into the dressing room. We don't know where to sit as well.
Don't know where to sit. Sometimes man is sitting in front of his shirt and that, and then like just change over there, man. That's what's going on.
Yeah, we need to one over there.
Or that, like the man that
change over there.
He's got part of the man there. Like, say Ronaldo's shirt's next to his and that, yeah, and he's got his little man there. He'll tell him like, go change over there, kind of thing. He'll grab his shirt. It's mad. It's mad.
To even think that these like you're saying. So what you're saying is because we have a better system, our squad players are able to thrive more, whereas you guys had more individual talent in your squad at the start of the season. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
How is that wild?
That's wild. Because you're talking about individual talent. That individual talent is not being shown now. Like now that Ollie's gone, like the vibes football.
Rashford,
like all these man.
Ronaldo. I'll say Ronaldo's done what I expect him to do. I didn't agree with
like he's got his 15 to 20 goals. Like.
Yeah, he's done his thing. So I'll allow Ronaldo. Yeah, his attitude's gone a bit downhill, but everything else, goals wise, he's popped up with important goals for you. So I'll allow him. Then we go on to who else is there? Flipping
Fernandes.
I said Rashford. That guy just stinks. Cavani. Don't even let me get started on that, bro.
What on Cavani actually?
He's done it,
bro. Brother's been cheating that spot like a hotel. Like, you'll go there for a couple days, couple weeks, chill and
bust
out.
Uruguay's his home.
I've hurt my ankle, but you'll play with the man them in Uruguay.
Literally, you'll be the man them in Uruguay on the concrete, fam, kicking it.
He'll come back. He'll play 70 minutes, say he's cool, and he's gone again. He's gonna get like, bro. He's just been violated.
He's done at him, man.
So you know what I'm saying? Him, Lingard. Don't even let me talk about that, brother. Yes, he wanted to go, but I heard he must have hella dance moves saved because he ain't bagged in donkey. He's got dance moves from like 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, he was trying to get out of there because he's just not bagging. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just in his notes.
Alanga, he's come in, he's been steady, and he's doing his thing in a good team. So I'll allow Alanga. So cool. And then who else is there? You got Mata. We already know he's just.
Casey, don't forget the number one fraud of them all, fam.
Who?
Bruno
Number 18,
Fernandes.
bro.
Oh, don't even. Yes,
Number
yes.
18.
The cherry on that.
The cherry on
Hey,
that.
listen,
Cherry on top.
Corey, how can
290 bags a week.
How
This
can
brother's
your
getting.
creative player lose the ball? Yeah, 33 times in 45 minutes. Yeah, so that's almost. Yeah, I know it's a far fetch, but it's almost a pass a minute, or he loses the ball a minute. Every minute he loses the ball, Corey. That is awful for a creative player. I'm so sorry. He gave the ball away God knows how many times, trying to do the Hollywood. He doesn't know about 5 yards. It's as if if he passes within a 5 yard radius, the ball will explode and like he'll just die. Bro, he can't do the 5 yard thing, bro. If you ask him to keep the ball ticking, he loses it. He just overdrives and like. He doesn't know how to do it, bro.
And that's supposed to be a 10.
That's meant to be a 10.
I find it so weird.
Bro,
I find it so weird.
Bruno gets GA, Corey. Bruno gets GA because he tries to get GA. That's why. He does everything he does in his game is selfish.
This is weird.
He wants to be the final pass. That's why he always does the Hollywood. Yes, it comes off sometimes and he gets goals. And then the other time he shoots first.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
If he wants to be the second striker, then say that. But don't say you want to be a creative midfielder and not creative.
No, this is weird. You would have thought Arsenal won the way you two were hackling.
No, bro. We're talking about players, bro. If you want to talk about my players, we can.
You would have thought
you want to talk about my players, we can.
Bro, he held our form, bro.
I'm not talking about your point. I ain't talking about Everton. Corey, don't let me big up Everton, Corey. Do you know how huge that win is for them? Do you know how huge
win?
Very huge win. That was Liz's point.
Corey,
we're not going to get nothing.
Talk your smack, Corey. Talk your smack. Go on.
No, bro. I just find it so weird. Like, I was told by obviously the Arsenal song. You guys remember? You were singing it, Casey, in my room, showing me videos of it about how you're going to the Champions League. Do you remember that one?
No, that's not the song.
Yes, it is. Sing the song. Sing the song. Sing the song. I want to hear it. Sing the song.
No, you're good.
Right, so you don't want to sing that. That's calm. You don't have to, but I know it and you know it. Yeah, cool. Bro, you guys are here bouncing off each other, you and kids bouncing off each other, talking all of this stuff. When I'm seeing you, man, perform the way you are. I don't get it.
I'm talking about Bruno.
You guys don't talk about United.
No. You reminded me that Emirates is a fortress. You just went through my whole team.
Why are you talking about my club?
Emirates.
Talk about a player. I'm speaking to you about Bruno.
Bro, it was after. Bro, you guys have been speaking about. You two have been speaking about my club. You've been doing that.
I'm talking about Bruno now.
Yeah, it's bro, Corey, it's your turn. We've held our call.
So can you talk to him? Can you respond?
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. So we're gonna run it back.
You can run it back if you want. That's up to you.
We about to run it back.
Wait, that's creepy. We're talking about Bruno, and a man's talking about something 2-3 weeks ago.
I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah. Corey, because what I'm not going to engage in this conversation. What I need to understand.
Engage. Because you man were sending in vids. You guys reminded me. You guys showed a video of Nuno Tavares. Yeah, you saw him do a little pass, a little one pass to the right hand side. Kids, you remember it because you sent it.
That one switch.
Pass to the right hand side. I was doing the thing. Remember that one?
I'm confused.
Corey, I also remember you telling me about Corey, I also remember you sending me. I also remember you sending me the link. I also remember you sending me the link to when Pogba got 4 assists, and you're telling me you're comparing him to the best midfielders ever in the Prem. That's what they were doing at the time when he got 4 assists. Now I'm seeing nothing but stench. Now I'm seeing nothing but stench. So if you want to start talking about individual players, what we were sending in, Corey, what have you been sending in, bro?
I'm showing you 4 assists in one game, one Premier League game. You're showing me Nuno Tavares switching the ball.
Great.
You're showing me Nuno
he performs in one game in a 38-game season. So wait, Corey, pick him up because he performs well in one game in a 38-game season.
Hold on a second. So wait, are you telling me it wasn't justified for me to be bigging up Pogba in that situation there?
Are you telling me it wasn't justified for me to be bigging up my young G?
What, Tavares?
Because he switched the ball.
I didn't say that impersonally, but I'm talking about how I big up my young G's. My young G's don't do it for one game.
You see what I mean here?
No, don't friend me up, G. Don't friend me up. Don't friend me up.
Like Corey's being weird.
Yeah.
Corey,
if you think you can do that,
keep dancing, you man. Keep dancing.
Like this beef. What's this? How it feels, fam?
Bro, it's even mad. Corey's below me.
You're watching them dance. You're watching all of them dance.
Let's talk facts. Yeah, I'm 3 points ahead of Corey, and I'm 3 points behind Ethan, and I have a game in hand on both of them. Meaning, I could either go one of two ways. I could either get grabbed by Corey, or I can grab Ethan. So as of now, I don't want to hear verbal from anyone because both of you are in danger. You're not saying
no, but Casey, your games in hand are becoming like this.
Montel, I've got an inflated in one hand, and I've got a fist. But I'm chefing both.
It was like this.
One of them's getting cheeks,
and that was like this. Crystal Palace, Brighton, and this last one. This is Chelsea. Then it's that hand.
And then it's just back to the drawing board.
We'll see how Chelsea's back to the drawing board.
You might as well just forget that game in hand now. You might as well just
we'll see.
Yeah. Assume
I think it's Kirstos. I know. Casey don't know.
Casey don't know.
Wait, is it Stamford Bridge? Is it Stamford Bridge?
Yeah, of course it's at Stamford Bridge. Of course.
Don't do the Stamford Bridge thing because they ain't been playing well there.
Casey.
No, but
you have Southampton away next. What do you think's happening there, by the way?
At least a win. I have to get a win. But look at
you honestly see yourself winning that game?
Who's your next game?
They'll win that game.
Casey, do you honestly see yourself winning that game?
Yeah, Ethan, who's your next game?
They'll win that game.
Brother, I'm asking you.
They might bounce back. I reckon they can win because they just got top 6-0 in it.
They got top 6-0. They'll win that game.
I swear when they lost 9-0 to United, they came back afterwards on a little run.
After the Crystal Palace 3-0 defeat, they had a game against Brighton who were struggling to perform at home, and they didn't win that game. They told me they were going to win that game, so I don't know what's coming.
I don't think they win it. I don't think any Arsenal fan can say right now we are going to win the next game.
No.
You can't say it.
That's why I said we need to get 3 points. I never said I'm going to. I said we need to. No matter what. But I'm
doing a little politics thing. All
right. Do you know what though? Nice try, Corey. You switched it to Arsenal for a bit. I fell for it.
I'm not for it.
I'll back to you, big man.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what you're on? You're on the little deflection thing.
I'm saying this year. You guys have got one more game. You've got one more game to win. Yeah, you need to win this game. If you don't win this game, then your next game is, I don't know, is it Chelsea, West Ham?
Corey, you play me this time next week though.
Yeah, that's a long game. I've already cut that game. I'll cut that game.
You still have to play me.
I'll cut that game, G. Bro, you want to
Huh? Yeah, then they got. I swear that you got to play Arsenal.
You still have to play me.
You got to Emirates.
Oh, do you think I care about that?
You got to.
Oh, so you're confident?
Respectfully, I don't care about that. Respectfully, I don't care about that.
We say Arsenal, you're gonna get that done.
Montel, as I said, Montel, all I need to do is get a dub against either. I can't lose to more than two of them. And
no. You have to now.
Chelsea, Tottenham, Man U.
Position you're in. You have to beat both.
Hey, this brother don't understand that he's
no. If I beat Southampton,
that's about all he has to do. If I win all my games, you're done.
Bro, you need to win. You might need to win. Until the derby, you got to win every game. You got
to win.
If beat Corey and don't lose to Chelsea, bro, we're going into this game.
I'm going to look up you man's fixtures.
I just can't lose to Ethan.
All right, lads. We're gonna move it on. We're gonna move
That's
inevitable. So again, the biggest game of the season: Manchester United Manchester City versus Liverpool. 2-2 at the Etihad. A blockbuster of a game. I'd say we were lucky to get out of that game at half time. We were lucky to get out at 2-1. But I think that we done when we come back into the game in the second half. And I think by the 80th minute, 75th minute, I think both teams were like, you know what? Let's just settle for the draw.
Yeah, I can't lie. The way City had you man pegged in, like,
at one point, Mattel was looking.
In the first half,
Van Dijk was looking like
big team when you got
Vin Diesel. Looking like Vin
Van
Diesel.
Dijk was doing. Wait, Van Dijk was the one who was stopping the game from being. Van Dijk had a brilliant.
You see how he banded up Sterling? He played well.
Brilliant game.
He played
Van Dijk had a very good game.
I can't lie to you, Van Dijk played well. I tell you, the man you were moving mad.
The blanket
Alisson was
is
moving mad.
Crazy.
Fabinho was moving mad.
Fabinho.
Van Dijk had a good game. Van Dijk actually had a good game. He had a couple of shaky moments. First 10 minutes. Other than that,
I think that's the worst performance I've seen from Fabinho.
Yeah,
bro, it was disgraceful, fam. It looked like man was running on glass. Like he does like 2 of them a season.
He should have got a red. He should have got a red as well.
Yeah. I'm on agreement. That challenge is a red. I think it's just consistency because I still think that challenge is a red, but I also thought the challenge on Kane and Robertson was a red, and that wasn't even given a yellow card.
Yeah, I feel like your best player was Thiago.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was today. I think his fellow midfielders let him down.
Yeah.
I
don't think Salah had a great game in my opinion.
Salah was
but the assist was brazy, so I kind of
good. It was good.
He
came clutch in it.
With Salah though, he didn't lose the ball too many times, and I think he done what he could when he was on the ball. I think, unfortunately, like it's when. By the way, I'm talking throughout the whole of the game. If I'm talking first half, they were all shit. But like as the game went on, Salah started to grow into the game. Certain players grew into the game. For me, and I'm gonna say it, innit, Jota shouldn't have started today's game. The game that just happened. Jota should not have started for me.
Facts.
Firmino,
who should have started?
Firmino or Mane in the 9 with Diaz out on the left. Because
do you think he would have scored if that?
No, it's not. It's not even about scoring. 8 out of 10 games, Jota, Salah, Mane is the front three we use. In my opinion, that has to run in it. You know what I mean? That's the reason why Salah, Jota, and Mane all have over 12 goals. You know what I'm saying? 13 goals or whatever, right? But whenever that ball went forward, no one was making it stick. Fair enough, Salah weren't getting much service. Alisson was pinging enough teacups to Mane. He kept slipping over. Maybe he needed to change his studs. I don't know what it was. Jota, back heels to no one. I promise you. Making my eyes bleed once more.
2-yard passes this brother can't make.
2 yards.
I'm here, you're there. Man can't make the ball.
Bro,
I saw where he should have squared Salah one time and he didn't even look up.
Yeah, he didn't look up.
One way he slipped. I don't even know what happened. Man slipped. Like, he didn't even shoot. If he shot and he missed, okay, at least I could be like, all right, man shot and he fucked up the shot. But he did nothing with it. He just slipped on the ball. Chance went. Like,
yes, this is what I'm saying. And again, this is what I'm saying about Jota is, cool. I understand that he got his goal today, and people are telling me I have a mad agenda and I didn't credit him and I think he's shit and I don't think Jota's shit. I think he's a brilliant player at what he does, especially. We don't have anyone like him in the team, but when it comes to Man City, you beat at their ground, you beat City in transition, bro. That's why Tottenham bareback these man 24/7, because Tottenham are the best in transition. You can't nullify Kane in transition. 9 out of 10 times he's spinning you and you're done, fam. You're done if you don't stop that. They're getting a one-on-one or they're getting some sort of opportunity in transition, fam. That's what Conte's doing with Tottenham. And to be fair, even before Conte, fam, Tottenham have always been pretty good.
Yeah, they've always been that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With City, I'd even say against Liverpool, our Achilles heel is in transition at times. You know what I'm saying? But more so with City, you clap these man in transition. So if you're going to play in transition, Jota's not your man. If you tell me Jota's your man in transition, you don't watch football. You just don't watch football. But man are coming, but the older generation are coming to me and telling me that, he sticks the ball in the net. So why are you worried? He's doing what a striker's supposed to do. Bro, against Manchester City, it's not a striker thing. You run your false 9 and you let your wingers thrive. Otherwise, you won't get out. Bro, how are you even going to score the goal or get the ball to your striker when City have the ball for the whole game? Because your striker can't make it stick.
No, it's true. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Jota scored his goal. Clap, fucking clap. Clap, fucking clap, he scored his goal. But at the end of the day, he got us out of a position that we shouldn't have been in. Man City had their foot on our necks for 45 minutes, bro. On another day, we would have been 4-0 down. What? And then Jota gets the one goal, and we go into halftime at 4-1 and go, oh yeah, well we should have started Jota, because he scored a goal. No, bro. At the end of the day, the biggest game of the season, you want to be on the front foot. You don't want to be hanging on to the game and we score 1 goal and 1 chance. They treated us like it was a mid-table side in that first half, fam. Yeah. Literally, fam. And you want to tell me Jota should have started because he scored the goal to get us into a game that we barely deserved to be in. Dead all that, fam. People don't know football, blood. Swear to God, fam.
Bro, Mons, you're angry,
you can go, fam. Say what you need to say.
You needed that win, fam.
Real chat, fam.
That was good.
Nah, you know what? Huh? Mons is spitting. Every Liverpool fan was saying in the build-up, Bobby's got to start. Bobby has to start. The only thing I can say is that you weren't in a couple of the training picks in it, so maybe you weren't like.
Yeah, you missed one of the training sessions.
Yeah, Jota up front in a big game like that, it was looking like a myth, bro. Like we were trying to get out, the ball was getting into him, and he like the simplest passes, man's fucking up. And the goal's all well and good. The goal is all well and good. Great finish. I don't even know if Bobby would have finished that if I'm being real.
Edison Howler. But yeah,
it's up to word the way that slid on
there. I believe if you're gonna play Jota, then you got to play Diaz as well. That's why I don't think Mane.
I hear that.
Mane and Jota playing together does.
That's 3 man. That's 3 man with baggy touches up front. 3 man with baggy touches. It's long. It's long, bro. But I want to say this quickly because I got to bounce off in a minute. But I feel like the midfield let both sides down because they weren't protecting the defense.
Yeah,
Fabinho, like we just said, worst game I've seen maybe in Liverpool. I can't even front. I think there's one time at the Emirates. There's one time at the Emirates where he was just moving mad. But other than that, bottom tier performance. Hendo, bro. Someone said earlier, like all he done was celebrate with the man. That's all I saw him do.
Literally, he gave
away man in the game at all. Not protecting Trent.
Henderson.
The ball was hot potato for Hendo.
At the very least, if you're going to be on fuckeries, at least put your foot in and do. I don't even want to do like a passion thing, but at least show me something. I saw nothing from this Dom. Yeah. So and then the attack as well. They're not even feeding the man them up front. They're just playing like some mad balls to Mane. Mane's all slipping here and there. So I feel like the midfield kind of let down both sides. But Jota in the middle was.
Sorry, Mane's first touch.
What first touch? There's times when I'm like, are you trying to pass it to man, or are you trying to trap the ball? I don't know which one it is right now. But listen, the two man that had the weirdest performances bagged. So what can I even say? It's mad.
Yeah, but I think in terms of the result though, like what Terry asks as well, and big up everyone on the terrace as well. Yeah, a draw is not the worst result. I went to bed. At first, I didn't really know how to feel personally because I thought I really, really wanted to take the game to City. I really wanted this to be the game where we beat them under Pep at the Etihad and we steam on and we attack the end of the season. However, I've kind of thought that, across the game of how it went, even though I think there were opportunities for them to win it more than us, but we also had an opportunity where Edison pulled off a brilliant save as well. Do you think the draw kind of keeps things in the stead where City have dropped points a lot more than us this year in 2022? So do you reckon at the moment, the way it looks, do you reckon they're more capable of dropping points than we are?
No. According to the I hear what you're saying once. I hear what you're saying. And I hear it even more because they have looked more likely to drop points recently. I think that's the first time we've dropped points in 9 or 10 games. They've obviously dropped points to Palace and who did they lose to?
No, they beat Southampton. They dropped points. They drew to someone else.
They drew to Palace and lost to Spurs.
Yeah.
I think them 2 games. All right. But for me, I think if we look back at the end of the season and they win all their games, we win all our games, City win the league by a point, we'll look back and think, why were we so dead in that first 45 minutes? It weren't even like they bopped us, cool, but there were just mistakes all over. Van Dijk was looking shaky, Matip was looking a bit shaky. Even the goal they scored, Alisson was moving mad on it as well. Trent for the goal, I can't even I know he had an assist and I think he got a pre-assist for the other goal.
Yeah, but he just needs to do.
He just let my man run off him. Like it's just like what? It's like, bro, what are you doing? Midfield as well.
Cancelo had so much space. He could have bagged.
As good as City were, I think the first 45 minutes we'll look back. If we lose the title by a point, we'll be like, mad.
One last bit I wanted to talk about as well. Kevin De Bruyne.
What a player.
What a player, innit? I think if City had a striker,
I was calling him as well in the build-up.
Because you know what I said to Goofy in the top man. I said, listen, bro. One thing I will say about this game, I'll predict Liverpool win 2-1, but I think City score first, and I think De Bruyne gets it because he is inevitable in a big game. He just is. You know what I mean? Obviously, Salah had his say, Trent had his say, Cancelo had his say, but De Bruyne was just always going to have his say in the game. And even though it was a deflected goal, he created more than enough chances to go and get his GA that game.
Yeah, he's one of the best players in the league. And there were man that tried to compare Bruno to this guy, you know, the absolute cheek, fam. Absolute
no, I mean,
No.
We do need to keep the same energy with Cancelo and Trent, though, because I think today was that game was a perfect example of two defenders dazzling going forward, but defensively, Trent, that game, not good enough.
It wasn't good, man.
But same with Cancelo, though. Cancelo got cooked enough times, fam. Even for the goal, when he stepped up and then allowed Trent to play the inside pass, then all the defenders had to come across, leaving Mane free as hell to go and tuck it past everything. You know what I mean? So, what do you really think with that one? Again, I think maybe it's an opinion thing with the defending. Do you know what I mean? I think when two teams go toe-to-toe, you don't really look at the defending too much. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think it was. I think you both went for the game and spaces were left open to exploit. But only the best teams can punish those. That's the type of football you both play. So there was always going to be players looking stinky. I still think Fabinho should have done better. I'm not giving him an excuse because he just should have done better.
He stunk up.
Trent,
it was like a 2 out of 10.
I get it because the way both City, Cancelo plays as a midfielder, and for you, Trent basically plays as a midfielder. So those two, literally because of the system, are sometimes going to be out of position, and that's why to beat City, you need like Kane. The ball comes inside, then it goes out wide.
Take care, bro.
Literally goes out wide to the runners, and that's how you punish them. So you got the ball in, like you said, the midfield just couldn't receive the ball, and Jota had no touch, so you couldn't bring your wingers into play. And then by then, more time, Cancelo's getting back, and flipping Trent's getting back for City. So the chance was always going to be there for both sides, but KDB, jeez.
I feel that with Liverpool, I believe that your attack starts with Trent, innit? Like when Trent,
it goes through Trent.
Man, them start moving. I can't lie, it's not all the time. Obviously, you see the Van Dijk will switch it over to Salah or Mane or one of the two.
Yeah, sometimes they'll bypass
and the attack will start from there. But predominantly, I believe that when Trent's got the ball, man, them move.
People start dropping in, midfielders start spinning.
Yeah, that's it. You pack the midfield. Yeah. What happens is Hendo drops a bit with Fabinho. You pack the midfield. Trent comes in as the extra man in the midfield, and things start ticking. Man, them start making moves because they know Trent will just see a move, and one of you better be ready. Whoever it is that
that's
goes
why
to,
you see what I said with you, you see what I said? Like, Trent gets caught out of position because they want him up so much.
They want him being the midfielder, the creative one. Yeah. So he's always going to get. There's always going to be that space.
With Trent, he's got to get up. Like a lot of the attack, a lot of the crosses, Trent in it. This is predominantly Trent that's doing.
But you can do that because you have Henderson who works, and you have Van Dijk.
Yeah, I feel that
he's arguably the best one-on-one defender.
Cancelo's defensive. That game, Cancelo defensively, because you guys could have scored so many goals. It was because Kyle Walker played so well defensively that you didn't 100% see the faults that Cancelo had kept on making during that game defensively, innit? Because every single time those over-the-top balls, Kyle Walker was there. Like when
that's what you have with Van Dijk. Trent's mistakes weren't getting too exploited, but I still feel like Van Dijk didn't have a great game. If I'm honest, by his standards,
I think he had an amazing game, but he
was okay.
Bro, you gotta remember Van Dijk stopped majority of De Bruyne's passes, and he even stopped when Jesus shot. He chopped up everyone, and Van Dijk blocked it on the line.
Yeah,
no, he had to pass. But I'm talking about for the game, by his standards, what I've seen him do, even to big teams, it wasn't one of his better games.
I don't know. I think he was the only defender to that game that stopped us from losing that game.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. I just feel like they weren't amazing.
I think City made him look better in terms of giving him work to do because he never has to work that much. And let's be honest,
bro, he was rattled at some points in the game as well. I've never seen him like that, fam.
But let's read some of the comments. Don't give City room on the ball. Look how we were when we pressed them in the second half. That's how we got the goal. But 10 minutes, you stop pressing, foolishness. Yeah, it's similar. When City get the goal, they kind of step off you a little bit, and then we press them, and that's how we got our goals. To be fair,
they're good at picking teams off. It's that you press so well. Other teams can't press like you, so they take that press and they'll bypass you because they're so good at passing and they're so comfortable under pressure. With a team like you that can press well, it's a bit too much sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Marshall says, big up Marshall IUB says, Hendo didn't impact the game at all. Keita must start. I think that's a bit reactionary, innit? Henderson was dog doo-doo that game, but I can't be calling the Keita to start because he played well in the Champions League.
I think he should be starting. I think he's better than Hendo.
Yeah, like what is it with Keita? Because that brother,
he's not better than Henderson, fam.
Like, I think he's not to be a starter.
I think
he's not better than Henderson. Man, I'm saying Naby is not better than Henderson, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Henderson had a howler, but it's the same way if Naby had a howler, man will be saying Henderson needs to start.
But it's rare that I see Naby have howlers though, from what I see.
Yeah, I think that's from what you see in it. But I'm just gonna run through some of the comments and then we're gonna close up in it. Hendo has to be phased out from next season for midfielder role. Mane was our best player yesterday.
Mentioned for the Milner role, not midfielder.
Sorry, Milner role.
Yeah, right.
I said Milner roles, don't kill me. Mane was our best player yesterday. Ali, I don't agree personally on that one. Wolves away is the fixture to stop points for City.
City hate going Wolves though.
Yeah, Villa and Stevie G is going to win us the league. I need a Coutinho satin, man. KDB is clear, 100%. Vlahovic or Osimhen would be perfect for City, but they'll probably go for Haaland. They'd complement De Bruyne. Big up Lewis. Hope you're good, bro. Gonna nick the Premier League on the last day of the season on goal difference. Trent got cooked defensively. He did, but so did Cancelo. Fab has had 2 bad games this season from what I can remember. West Ham in yesterday's game. Yeah, that's mad accurate. 100% accurate. Didn't Flacco have a bad game against Leeds too? I have to watch that game back. I cannot remember. Van Dijk locked off Sterling. Yeah, Sterling got... yeah, don't kill me. Van Dijk versus Sterling was never a matchup. How long till we play you at Anfield? 2 weeks? Nah, that's next week, big man.
Yeah,
ready for
next Tuesday, I think, is it?
Next week, big man. Next week. How you lot doing? Lewis, we're doing all right, man. We're doing all right, man. Where you been? Make sure you're locking into more of the videos, Lee, man. And tell the people them I said, yo, want Haaland at Liverpool, but he wouldn't be nothing different to Jota. I think it's a bit disingenuous to say that Haaland ain't got link up play. I've seen him do some brazy stuff on the counter attack, you know.
Bro, Haaland is a flipping beast. He's like another Son. Yeah,
he's different.
Once he gets going, you can't stop him. And
you can't stop that, bro.
But we're gonna talk about how poor the stinky Birmingham United team is. 3 points away from the glorious Young G Starboy-studded Arsenal team. Hey, Latimus, we're about to close up, fam. Why you got to start the war again?
Bro, Latimus just loves my club, but he needs to.
I can't wait to play Chelsea. I know we're not getting top 4 battles.
Chelsea could be out the champs because that was their main targets, the champs in the Prem.
Yeah,
that's
tomorrow,
what he was beefing for FA Cups and Carabaos in top 4.
But listen, guys, we're going to lock it off there. Sorry, things have been changed around a little bit today. Obviously, settings have changed. You've had to rush around to make things work. But listen, you're always going to get content from us, even if we're in like the basement or whatever. Do you know what I mean? We'll still make it happen for you guys. Thank you for everyone that's locked in, especially everyone in the comments. It's a bit harder to run the comments today because I've been using my phone. But big up Pablo, Lewis, Marshall, Latimus, Ali, everyone really. Do you know what I'm saying? If I don't mention your name, apologies. You know that we see you guys all the time and it's the same faces always staying loyal. Make sure to drop a like on the way out. We are 19 subs away or 21 subs away from the big 900, and then it is the final home stretch to the big 1,000 people. The big big 1,000. So yeah, be sure to go and subscribe to Weird and Wonderful on Ish's channel, and be sure to drop a like and a subscribe if you are new here today and on your way out. So listen, guys, it's been a big 6 month special. There will be a big 6 month special Champions League. We will have a special guest on Wednesday evening. Not going to tell you guys who it is. We're going to at him prior to the video coming out. So I hope you guys enjoy that. He is a Chelsea fan. We will tell you that. That's all you're going to know. And guys, it's been another episode of Big 6 Months. Anything else you guys want to say before we lock off?
No, man, we're good, man. Big up.
Run it up to 900.
I'm tired of everyone getting on to me about what I say, yeah. But listen, that's what I'm saying. In the video, everyone's been a bit reactionary. Just sit down, taking what I say, you know. And maybe Casey is talking some sense, you know. But anyway,
no, there's sense in what you say. It's just you can't have it both ways, G. It's just that simple.
Me now have it both ways. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But listen,
we got everybody regardless, man.
100 all the time.
But listen, it's been another episode of Big 6 Months. Big up everyone in the comments. Big up to Big 6 chat, Big 6 in chat 100. Big 6 Months family. Respect for the hard work. Live streams from the gulag. That's what Lewis said. Live streams from the gulag. Lewis always coming with the jokes.
Anytime.
Yeah, Lewis, I'm gonna make you a moderator as well. When I next get my laptop. But yeah, a City versus Liverpool semi-final preview show. Y'all know what's coming. You gotta get it. As long as I can find the City fans in there, as long as Daps is available, we'll make it sure. You know what I'm saying? Lewis says hashtag say no to Casey out. You know what I'm saying? But listen,
you got one.
Man, it's been another episode of Big 6 Months. Like and subscribe on your way out, and we will see you in the next one.
Invincibles.